So make me a vessel.
And Jesus said, all authority, exousia, has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations.
You are welcome to the Media Library of Christian Exousia Center, also known as Revival City, Makurdi. The message you are about to listen to will challenge and mold you to be more and more like Jesus and to become a vessel of revival. Sit back and remain blessed as God's servant, Pastor Bamiche Okai, ministers God's word for refreshing, revival, and transformation.
That changes night season. Genesis 8:22, the Bible says, as long as the earth remains, that day and night shall not cease. This should be part 2 of what I did last week. Day and night shall not cease. Now let me show you a mystery in Genesis 1 verse 5. That it is not day that comes first, it is night that comes first. As far as a day is concerned, it starts with a night. But it must end with the day for it to be a full day. Your life also is in those phases. There is a night season and there must be a what? A day season. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? And God called the light what? Day. And the darkness he called what? Night. And the word church, where did it start from? And the evening. And what? And the morning. So this one happens first. The evening. And what? And the morning. So everybody has an evening first. I don't care if your evening you are having a house already. That is still your night. You didn't hear what I'm talking about. Whatever you start with is what? Is a night. You are supposed to end in your day. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? So don't say maybe it's not me it's talking about. I've entered my day. What day did you enter? Anything you are struggling now just to meet your family need is still a night. You are still where? You are still in the night. There is a realm of the Abrahamic covenant where you have 318 servants in your house. You are feeding them day and night. You have entered day. You are not hearing what I'm talking about. There is a realm of excellence where you have first class and you are teaching others. You have entered day. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? Anywhere you are now is still a night. But I came today to show you how to end the night and to step into what? Your day. For every phase. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? Because when one phase is over, you start another phase again. And God gives you another night again to break into another day. May you live where you are this morning in the name of Jesus Christ. Psalm 30 verse 5 makes it clear. It says, weeping may what? Endure for when? The night. So the night time, he said, but joy comes when? In the morning. So God has ordained, listen, that the weeping or the trouble has an end. It has a duration. It has a what? It has a duration. In God's plan, he never planned that a man will have night till he goes to the grave. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? And I will explain the night very fast as I can. But before I do that, look at Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1. We know the scripture, but I want to show you something that will help you pray. The Bible said to everything. That everything is where my emphasis is. To how many things? Everything. Excuse me, sir. Is your desire among that thing? Talk to me now. Am I talking to people here? Is your desire among that thing? If it's a desire, there is a time. Oh, catch this thing and you are free forever. If it's a desire, there's a what? A time allocated. There's a time. But if you don't know what I'm about to show you, you may not be able to enter the time. Baba, when he allows the night, he fixed a time for the morning. He fixed it. It's already fixed. Every human being is not supposed to remain in their night forever. He said to everything there is a what? A season. Listen, a what? A season. Meaning that if wealth is my desire, there's a what? There's a season. If it's church growth, there is a what? There is a one day Samademi was having issues. You know him, popular man, doing great things now, but there was a time church wasn't growing. They did everything. Then he went to Power Yedepo and said, sir, what's happening? We have done all we know in Bible school. The man answered him one word. He said, wait for the season. Wait for the season. Nothing is wrong with you. It's just a matter of what? Time. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? He said, when the season, he said, the plants, you see them, they will look empty. But when their season comes, what happened to it? It brings forth. So what I'm telling you is that desire, there's a what? Please, I don't know if you are catching what I'm teaching you now. There's a what? There's a season. It exists. So there's a season for your wealth. There's a season for children. There's a season for marriage. See, that season exists in your life. If it's not yet here now, it's about to come. But for every human being here, there is what? A season. Everything. Look at it. And look at the next one. Say, a time to what? Every purpose. And God said to me, my purpose is my counsel. What I have written in scriptures, there must be a time for it. If I say you won't die before your time, if I say I will bless you, if I say I will heal your body, there is what? A time. If it's my purpose, if it's my counsel. So anything you saw in scriptures, there's a what? There's a time. Once there's a revelation of that scripture, it becomes a purpose of God. Oh, you're not hearing me now. Every promise revealed is a purpose. So once you catch it as a revelation, Bible said there is a what? A time for that revelation. If you can see it in scriptures, it has become God's purpose. Now let me show you a scripture. In Isaiah 14, God was talking about this same thing about purpose. That if I have proposed a thing, no devil can change it. It's only time. Isaiah 14, 24 to 27. Please give me that scripture quickly. I'm still going somewhere and it's a bit far and I want to close before that time. I want to finish before that time. The Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have what, church? As I have thought. He said, the thoughts I have towards you, they are thoughts of what? Of good. And he said, that good thought, it has a time. That good thought I have, it has a time. So shall it come what? To pass. And as I have what? As I have proposed, so shall it what? Stand. If you saw it by revelation, brethren, it is only a matter of time. What am I doing now to you? I'm making you have hope. Have what? Hope. To be hopeless is to be useless. You can't make it. Because there's a bombardment of hell that makes you think you will remain like this till you die. It's a lie of the devil. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? It is a big lie of the devil. For a child of God, God said, if I have proposed it, it must do what? It must come to pass. Not in the grave while you are alive. Your daytime. Look at the next verse quickly because of time. I'm putting hope in somebody's heart that I will break the Assyrians in my land and upon my mountains, tread him under the foot. Then shall his yoke depart from them. I don't care what the devil did. There's a time that the yoke must finish. I don't care the vow they made in your father's lineage, the ancestral powers that were at work. Hear me today. God said, what I have proposed is a time, and when that time comes, I will break the yoke. I will release you by force. It doesn't matter whether you know a pastor, you don't know a pastor. When time comes, it breaks. Somebody heard what I'm talking about. Look at it. And his burden depart from where? From your shoulders. Verse 26. This is the what? The purpose that is what? Proposed upon the earth. And this is the hand that is what? That is stretched out upon all the nations. As I speak today, I see my father's hand already stretched on your direction. It is stretched in your business. It is stretched in your marriage. It is stretched in your career. If your amen is louder than your neighbor, receive it in the name of Jesus. Something is being stretched towards you. In the mighty name of Jesus. For the Lord of hosts has what? He has proposed. Who shall disannul? They never born the person. When my season comes, no devil stops it. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Economy cannot stop it. No devil, no faucet of hell. Why? It is proposed. Look at it. And his hand is what? His hand is what? His hand is stretched out. Who shall do what? They never born the person. The person does not exist. He has not been born by a woman that will stop it. When is the season? And I congratulate you. Your season is about to break open. I say it under God. There are people here in a short while. What you you saw as a trouble, God is about to turn it around. God is about to turn it around. You are about to begin to celebrate. Where they mocked you, they are about to celebrate you. Where they laughed at you, they are about to come to you. If you believe me, let your amen sound like thunder. He has stretched his hand. Now who be the devil? Where them born and come from? And you are entering that season. If your amen is louder than your neighbor, is who I'm talking about. Tell your neighbor there's an allotted time. Say it's already established in the spirit realm. Nothing can change it. Say the time for my breakthrough. Say the time for my change. Say the time has been allotted. And it must come to pass. Give the Lord a shout of praise. So quickly, what is the secret of ending the night season and allowing these things I'm saying to come to pass? Look at Job 17, and I'm telling you verse 12. It is possible to end the night season. If you understand, you can end it. Because there are certain things Baba is looking for in the night season, and I'll show you 2 or 3. They changed the what, church? The what? That is who you are becoming. They do what? They changed the night into what? The light is short because of darkness. Listen to me. The light is short. Darkness has made the light short. You say, but they do what? They change what? The night into what? Into day. That's it. Is the A part I'm interested in. They change the night. Give me another translation. They change the night into day. The capacity, my hope that night will turn into day, my hope that dawn was about to what? To break. The capacity to turn your night into day, receive it by revelation, receive it by power, receive it by impartation, receive it by grace, receive it by mercy. I release it upon you. The understanding to turn your night into day, receive it in the name of Jesus. Now quickly look at Psalm 105 verse 17. The man called Joseph. Joseph had a terrible night season. It was terrible. Number 1, he was sold as a slave. Number 2, he was accused falsely. Number 3, he was put in prison. There was nothing they didn't do to that boy. But Psalm 105 verse 17 now showed us the summary. That he sent who? I'm reading 17. Why did you go to 18? He sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for who? A servant. Verse 18, he said, whose feet they what? They hurt. Because the night season there is pain. I didn't talk about that before. Fetters. People mock you. People keep asking you how far. How far? That's night season. How far? What's happening now? What's happening? How far? It's a time of terrible discouragement. It's a time of pain. It's a time you are under ridicules. He said, whose feet they hurt with fetters. He was laid in iron. I don't know the fetters on your leg, but they are coming off in the name of Jesus. Must see someone say until. The night has an until. Until what? Until the time that what? So the time is also connected to what? Your word. You're not hearing what I'm saying now. There's a word that ends your darkness. There's a revelation. There's a light. There is a revelation. He said until his word came. But what was the word doing to him? The word of Lord did what? Tried him. Why? The night season is the season of trials. God begins to test you. I'll be very fast because of time. When you are broke, he wants to see your reaction. Do you still love me in the brokenness? When you have nothing to show anybody that you're a Christian, will you still serve me? Or will you compromise? Will you look for a cheap way? He said to them, he said, I allowed you to hunger so that I can find out what is where in your heart. I want to test you. I want to see if you are really my child. But many people have failed in that area. Because what God is looking for in the night season, in allowing it, is to develop character. What's he developing? Character. Character. You know a man when it's as if God is no longer with him. Look at Job. Nobody suffered like Job. One day his wife came and met him and said, why are you still serving God? Do what? Curse God and what? And die. And he said, you woman, you are foolish. If God brings riches, we say yes. If he brings poverty, won't we collect it also? He said, my Redeemer liveth. He said not a word. God was testing him in his night season. There are people who have failed in their night season. They woke up complaining. They woke up speaking against God. They were telling God, where are you? I thought you really loved me. God was testing your night. I don't know if you're hearing what I'm talking about. The night season is a time for character development. When God looked at Joseph, he put him in the pit. Joseph did not curse his brothers. He said, this is the man I'm looking for. He carried him and put him in Potiphar's house. Joseph did not behave. You know that some people who, because of your background, where you are coming from, you start becoming very pompous. You say, how can somebody like me be going through this? God say, I'm not ready for your day season. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? It's not the time to be shouting, but I pray you hear what I'm teaching now. You say, I'm not ready for your day, because you know that the Bible says he had coats of what? Many colors. Meaning that he was the favorite of his father. As far as he was concerned, he was like a prince. But as he became a servant serving in that house, he never told them one day, I'm a prince. He said, I'm a servant. God said, this is what I'm looking for. That's the kind of Jesus Christ. He said he did not take being like God what he should put upon him. He said he took the form of who? A servant. So he was cleaning the house. He never complained one day. God will pass you through certain things to hear what is in your mouth. Will you still praise me? He said, I can't come to church today. You don't understand what's happening in my house. If you know how my husband is treating me. God said, So this is why you serve me, because of your husband. You will remain in that night season. Is somebody hearing what I'm talking about? I don't know how to teach it. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? They say character matter is checking. Will you still, a sister, you have no husband, he has not come yet, you are not working, will you keep your body from immorality to get what to eat? I know a sister, I love that sister. She's not married, but I love that sister. Men will come to her, but the men coming were useless men. They say, we'll marry you, but we must sleep with you first. This sister is over 30, some maybe 36, 37. She said, never. She said, I'd rather stay unmarried than to sleep with you. Height of desperation. But there are many who would have compromised and say, since God didn't answer me, let me find my way. You will remain in deeper darkness after that. Go and ask Abraham and Ishmael. You will remain in deep. When you try to bring your day by yourself, you will suffer. Especially, I'm not talking about what I'm teaching now, but especially by compromise. Joseph came out. They took him to prison. While inside the prison, people were sad. Joseph forgot his own trouble. Can you forget your pain and still be serving God? You are going through trouble. Now, how many of you know that Abraham, in his house, his servants were giving birth to children? How many of you know? And he was paying school fees of the children. But him, he no get one picking. Shouldn't he be angry and say, oh, these children, no. There are days even they'll come and meet him. Abraham, my wife is in labor now. Come and pray. He will go and pray. Boom, the child will come out. Abraham had no child. And yet he said, God, you are my God. They are not hearing what I'm talking about. It was a nice season. God was checking their hearts. Checking their hearts. Brethren, everybody will go through a nice season. He said, I don't have car. That's why I don't come to church. You don't want to have car forever. They're not hearing what I'm teaching you people now. Any small trouble you begin. Oh, it's a nice season and it doesn't last. But it's to prove what is where? In your heart. I won't pay my tithe again. I won't pay my tithe. I'm owing debt. How can I pay? I won't give my tithe. Sorry. You are owing debt, so you won't give tithe anymore. Sister Carol is laughing. You won't give tithe anymore because you have financial problem. The problem has multiplied. It was actually in that midst that God wanted to bring you out. That it doesn't matter what I go through. The principles of God will not be broken because I'm having a challenge. Somebody hearing what I'm talking about? God is testing you. He's testing you. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 2. Quickly. I thought I would rush this thing. I still have another point to make. Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 2. Look at Deuteronomy 8 verse 2. He said, and thou shalt remember all the what? All the way which the Lord your God led you. This how many? 40 years. Where? That's a nice season. The wilderness. To do what? What was it doing? To humble. Excuse me, I forgot this. What you gain in the night season helps to sustain your day season. You didn't hear what I'm talking about. The there are humility. Do you know if you have suffered hunger, real hunger, you will care for the people that are hungry. You didn't hear what I'm talking about. You see, when you see a Jebota who didn't know anything, they just gave him 2 million, he will waste it. But a man who has suffered knows what suffering is. You are not hearing what I'm talking about. Some of you are nodding your head as if you are not hearing me. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? He said, I allowed it because there are some pride that only this dealing can deal with. God will allow you pass through it. When they called Joseph, come and interpret, he had no way to say, it's not me, I can't interpret. He had been dealt with by God. Even the gift he collected, he knew it was not from him. God had dealt with him. See, to humble thee and to do what? To prove you. Listen, until you are proved, you cannot be approved. It is the proving of God that gives you approval for the day. There's a proving. When you have been proved and you come out as gold, he said, when I'm tried, I will come out as what? As gold. And that time you can't do anything about me anymore. I have passed through the fullness of God. I have passed through the dealings of God. There is nothing you can use to take me away from God. Give me ₦1 billion, I'm still standing. Bring out to 500. He ran away from one woman, and as a prime minister, he didn't touch any girl. He had been dealt with when? In the night season. Look at it. The next verse. Hold on. To know what was where. What was what? In your heart. What is inside a man's heart comes out when he's in trouble. You're not hearing me. The real thing inside his heart, it is under. Excuse me. How do you bring out water from when you soak Dunlop in this? How do you bring out the water? You do what? You squeeze it. It is the squeezing in life that brings your real thing inside of you. That thing, that anger that nobody know you have because everything was going smoothly. It is that time it will come out if it's still there. God wants to find out what is inside your heart. Whether thou will do what? Keep his commandment or not. Look at the next verse. Please, I'm running up. I have one more point. I pray I can do it. And he humbled thee and did what? And suffered thee to what? To hunger. Baba did it on purpose. He allowed it to hunger and fed thee with what? Manna which thou knewest not, neither did your fathers know, that he might make thee to know that man does not live by what? By bread alone, but by every word that proceeded. By the time you enter your day season, what people idolize, you don't idolize it. You have it, but you don't idolize it. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. The cars will be everywhere, but it doesn't move you. You will have money everywhere, you will still be fasting. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. You have passed through what? The night season. May God give somebody understanding. Lift your right hand. Say, my father, may I not elongate my night season. That character you are bringing out of me, may I cooperate to bring it out. Am I still complaining? Am I still murmuring? Is there something I'm doing and it's still elongating my night season? Show me mercy to learn. Show me mercy to become that thing. Oh Lord, help me not to elongate my night season. Genesis 41 verse 14. When your night season, when you have proved to God that you have learned, it is going to happen in a hurry. What I say? In a hurry. God will bring you out how? In a hurry. And I prophesy somebody here, you are coming out in a hurry. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him out. How, church? Hastily. You are coming out of poverty in a hurry. You are coming out of stagnation in a hurry. You are coming out of delay in a hurry. I mean what I'm saying. If you will allow God to do his full work, he will bring you out in a hurry. Before the pastor knows it, your testimony is already in your head. Can I prophesy to 3 people? It shall happen speedily. In a hurry. In a hurry. Number 2, and I have just 5 minutes, and I want to show you the second thing Baba does in the night season. I mean, how to come out of your night season. The first one is, in summary, what we are saying in summary, the first one is the issue of consistency in character, development of character. It is development of deep intimacy with God, visions, impartation of gifts. I don't have the time, but look at the next one now. This one in Genesis 30, I won't read it, 25 to 43. Listen, Jacob was in a very terrible night season. What happened? Laban was cheating him. He had not gathered anything. The one day he was tired. He said, Laban, I want to go. I'm served you, I'm tired. Then Laban said, what do you want me to give you? He said, don't give me anything. He said, from now on, let us share the profit. If the speckled ones are this, you remember the story, please, because of time. He said, anyone that is this is my own. Now, but I'm bringing something out. You know, when that happened, the Bible said, all the ones that Laban said should be for Jacob was the ones that were being produced. But how did it happen? In Genesis 30, Genesis 31, verse 6 to 13. Genesis 31, 6 to 13. Let's read that scripture to help you. There's something I want to bring out. If you can't see the day, you can't come out of the night. Don't let the devil make the dark too conspicuous that you can't see the day. In the midst of the dark, you must have revelations. Oh, somebody catching what I'm talking about. Yes, I don't have a husband now, but you must keep seeing the husband. You're not hearing what I'm talking about. If you must come out from that thing, yes, I'm owing money, you must see yourself giving that money. If somebody hearing what I'm talking about, if the devil keeps you looking at the present and not looking at the future, you can't move. Some people are too bombarded not to see what is ahead of them. If you want to come out, you must have a picture of a future, that desire of your heart. See, and you know that with all my power I have served your father. Quickly, please, let me see how I can rush this. And he said to us, the speckle shall be your wages. Then all the cattle became speckled. And if he said down, the ring street shall be your hire, then all of them became ring street. Verse 9, quickly, please. Thus God has taken away the cattle of your father and what? And giving them to me. He broke out of night today by something. Look and see. And it came to pass at time that the cattle conceived, that I lifted up my eyes. Church, where did he see it? And I saw it where? Talk to me, where? I speak to somebody, your dream comes alive. May you have a dream. May you have a vision that is contrary to your darkness. May you see something different. Are you hearing what I'm talking about? Are you hearing what I'm talking about? May God give you a vision this morning. May God give you a vision this morning. May you see the better part of your life. In the name of Jesus. See it. And not once, sit down. And not once, not twice. How? Permanently. Don't look at what you are going through. Look at where you are going. Oh God. Don't look at what you are what? Look at where. That's the secret of faith. You keep your eyes on where you are going. Put your eyes there. Don't let the devil keep showing you this thing is not working. No, put your eyes there. I see my job. It's not your business how the job will come, because you know that the night must end. So see the day. What is the day? I'm working in an office. I had a vision of one sister here. She's not here. I just saw her. You see, when we see is enough. I saw her in an office, and she sat in that office and she was controlling people. That morning I woke up, I sent her a text. I told you about that story. I sent her a text. 2 days later she got a job. She's there now. I don't know the short, because that text message was within 3 or 4 days. She sent me a text, said, Daddy, I'm now working this place and that. Now listen to me. What you see determines what you see. What you what? What you see determines what you see. Your revelation becomes your manifestation. If you can't see it, you cannot stay in it. You cannot be in it. Your picture is your future. You have to see it. Look at verse 11. Look at verse 11. And the angel of God spoke to me. Where? In a dream. Saying, Jacob. And I said, here am I. Verse 12. And he said what? What did he say to him? Lift up now what? Your eyes. And I'm saying to somebody here, lift up your eyes. I see your day already coming. Can you see it with me? I see your day coming. I see it coming. But you need to see it. You need to see it. I wish somebody's hearing what I'm talking about. You wish to, I see your husband changing. I see your marriage changing. I see your finances changing. I want you to lift up your eyes and see. If you can't see, it will not change. See it. I don't want to mention personal things, but you know what your areas are. See it. Now let me round up. Write this down. Your heart must be filled with the good treasures. Matthew 12:35. Listen to me. What will change you is not going to come from outside. It's coming from inside. It's coming from where? From inside. It's what is you, what is in you that will manifest. It's what you can see within. Look at it. Matthew 12 is that verse 13. Matthew 12:35, please. What he said, out of, how did they say? A good man out of what? Out of the good treasure of where? Of the heart. What does he do? It bringeth forth. And the heart is a place of thinking, partly mind, heart. Bringeth forth what? Good things. So the things you desire, where do they come out from? From the heart, church. From the heart. From the heart. From the heart. Your heart must be filled with the vision and the pictures. Now I round it up very clearly. 2 Corinthians 4:13. Begin to see the invisible, because the invisible is more real than what you are going through. I mean it. I'll show you here. We having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believe, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore we speak. Verse 14. Make it very fast. Knowing that he which raised up the Lord Jesus shall raise us by Jesus, and shall present us with you. Verse 15. That's not my interest. I'm going down. For all things are what, church? Are yours. All things are for your sake, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many, because what God is about to do in your life shall bring thanksgiving to many. You are going to cause many people to give thanks to God. Now watch it now. It will bring glory to God. Verse 16. Quickly, let me get there. For which cause we faint not. What do? We faint not. But though our what? Outward man means my present condition. He said my outward man is what? It's perishing. People are mocking me. People are laughing at me. I don't have a job. He said, yet what? The inward man is what? Is renewed. How? Daily. Now watch verse 17 now. It brings it out very clearly what I'm about to say. Verse 17. Quickly. Please quickly. For our what, church? What does it call it? Our light affliction. That thing you are going through now, your night season. Which is but for a what? A moment. Is working out for us if we obey the things I said. When character is formed, what is it? He said that trouble is working out what? It is working out a far more what? Exceeding an eternal weight of glory. Tell your neighbor, what I'm going through is working out something else. This is not the end. It's only working out something. This is not the end. It is working out something that is glorious. Now verse 18, and we're going to close with that. Verse 18. Why we do what, church? We do what? We look not at the things which are what? Are seen. Yes, you can see I don't have a child. You can see I don't have a job. You can see I don't have a husband. But we do not look at the things that you can see. Church, hear me today. This thing will help you. I don't have a car now. We don't look at the things which are seen. Why? But at the things which are not what? We look at the things which are not seen. I'm looking at her now. Maybe I'm looking at the mother of a governor's, a mother-in-law to the governor, something like that. Maybe the wife. Yes. But can we see it? But that's what you should see. When that boy came and told Elijah, hey, armies have surrounded us. Elijah said, you're looking at the wrong thing. You are looking at the wrong thing. Oh Lord, open his eyes to see the real thing. Because the things not seen are more permanent than the things you are not seen. The one you are seeing will change. I thought somebody is hearing what I'm talking about. Something is about to change. Maybe you can begin to pray from now. Something is about to change. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal. Open your mouth and say, Father, let my eyes change. I refuse to see those things that are around me. I thought you will stand to your feet, everybody. I thought you will begin to pray. I refuse to see what is going on. Open your eyes and see. 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 See your family. See the things that are not seen. See the things that cannot be seen? Can you see your vehicle? Can you see your house? Can you see yourself graduating? See the things that are not seen. Can you see your home? Can you see your marriage?
We believe you have been blessed by this life-transforming word.
For more information, call this line 080-3589-8653 or 070-3840-3501. Connect with us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Revival City. God bless.